Since I moved to Sweden, I've been hearing Africa poor, Africa poor, Africa poor. How is it that a nation that lives under credit is calling Africa poor? Don't bash me, I'm gonna give you an example, okay? In Uganda, if you see someone walking around with an iPhone 12, they paid cash for it. If you see someone having a house, they built it cash. If you see someone driving a car, it's cash. Because in the world where I come from, if you don't have the money, then you can't buy. We don't have credit. Take example, Sweden. I can go to a shop, get an iPhone 12, credit. House, credit. Car, credit. Everything is credit. Even underwear, you can get it on credit. So technically, if you lose your job, you lose everything and you can go to the streets, okay? In Uganda, if you lose your job, you get to keep everything. You'll just worry, where am I going to get money for school fees? Then it came to me like, how the hell the people who live in credit call people who pay cash poor?
You won't become rich and they live for abroad. My advice when I could give you, based on what I don't observe for abroad, ever since I did here, you don't understand. If you're there for abroad and you won't become rich, no plan stay long for abroad. No plan to stay long for abroad. No plan to stay all your life for abroad, because if you stay for abroad, you can never become rich. The system of abroad was not designed for people to become rich. If you live for abroad, you go always they survive like abroad people. If you see all these white people, these people are barely surviving. The government is helping them to survive. The system of abroad was never designed for anybody to become rich. You don't understand? Have a means. Buy an apartment on credit. Buy a car on credit. And then the salary where they go pay you, is for you to, pay part of that house, pay part of that car, pay part of that mobile phone, buy food. And that is all. You go again to work the next time to do the same routine. And that house that you bought on credit, you will pay it for 30 years. After 30 years of your life, what is remaining? You don't understand? Abroad is not designed for anybody to become rich. So if you're an African or a migrant and you want to become rich, work small, save your money, go back to Africa and invest. That is the only way that will make you rich. Africa is the only place that can make you rich. You don't understand? So if you're there abroad, if you don't live for abroad, and you say you go become rich for abroad before you go back to Africa, or you go become rich for abroad, they waste your time. It's a waste of time. You don't understand? Abroad is designed for you to work, get up, work, go to work, come back home. Next day, get up, go to work, come back home. And that is all. It's not even by working shift that will make you rich in abroad. If you like, get 10 shifts. The more you earn, the more you pay tax. The more your salary is high, the more your taxes. That is the system of abroad. If you earn 1,500, you go get small tax. If you earn 2,000, your tax go increase. If your tax for 1,500 are 25% of your salary, if you earn 2,000, your tax go be 30 or 35%. If they earn 3,000, your tax go increase, maybe get to 40%. So the more you earn, the more the tax. Tell me how you become rich with this kind of system. So if you live for abroad, my advice for you, this advice, now the same advice, man, I give myself because I did abroad. No plan to stay long for abroad. Hustle, invest for house, go back for house. Now for house, you go relax. Now for house, you go work on your investment, become rich. To invest for Africa, you don't need billions. Think well and invest. Go back home. Live your life peacefully. You don't understand? Anyway, I don't know what you think about this video. Share this video. Let it get to anybody.
I tell people that rich people are not living in abroad. They are living in Africa. Check down your country. 90% of rich people there travel to abroad all the time. But they don't live there. If abroad is so good, you think as a poor person living in Africa. You see, those people that travel to abroad all the time will be living there. They will not come back to Africa. But no, they come back to Africa to live all the time. After their vacation, they will go back to Africa. And you think that abroad is so good. We that stays in abroad, we don't have any option. It's because of poverty. Anyone living in abroad for 10, 15, 20 years, that person is poor. What me anywhere? That is why when they visit Africa, they don't spend much time. Only 2 weeks, 3 weeks, they're running back to abroad because they cannot sustain themselves in Africa. They are poor. But you see those rich people, they have the money. They can live anywhere in the world. And you that is thinking that they are enjoying in abroad, honestly, there is no enjoyment in America. There is no enjoyment in Canada. There is no enjoyment in UK. If those people living there can open enough to tell you what they are passing through in their daily struggle, you will choose Africa over there. That place is like a secret court. Some of them that live there will not like to tell you the truth. But here is the raw truth about the place. America, Canada, UK, all those countries, they have their own bad side. Forget about what you are seeing on social media. Don't allow social media pretense life to deceive you. Let's talk about the reality of life in those countries. People in America, some of them are on debts. You in Africa, you have your smartphone, you paid full. You have your house, you paid full. Those people are living on debt. Some of them end their life not even paying the whole debt. Most of the time, they transfer generational debt to their upcoming children. You have a debt, you transfer it to your children. If your child cannot pay it, they transfer it. That is to show you they are living on debt. A country where you cannot buy a car completely. Most of the times, they buy car on credit. They buy houses on credit. They will tell you that Africa is poor. But we pay for everything we use in Africa. Everything we use in Africa is paid complete. But they are the one living on debt. The car they are riding, you see them driving flashy car. Those cars are on debt. They have not finished paying it. Those cars take them 20, 15 years just to clear debt. Car debt. All these houses you see some people celebrating on social media. Those houses took them 30, 40 years to pay. You bring your age, you calculate 40 years upon it. You think, you now know how many years it will take you. How old you will be when you will finish this debt. This is the dream some of them they are sold to you people in Africa. There is no life in abroad. People in abroad, they are just passing through a lot. A lot of them, a lot is passing through them. Some of them are living from work to house, from work to house. When you are being sacked from your place of work, you remain unemployed. Some of them end up being homeless on the streets. The abroad you are seeing on social media is quite different from the real life abroad. If some of our people that live in abroad, we have the opportunity to sustain themselves back home, they will go back home. They will, because there is no life. The life they're living there is suffocating them. From work to house. You don't even know who is your neighbor. Some people have died in their apartment in abroad. Even the neighbor next door to them don't even know that. You are in Africa complaining of hardship. The truth there is hardship is general. Even in abroad, there are a lot of hardship. There are poor people, there are people that are hungry, there are people that cannot pay their bills. They are on the street begging people for food. They are on the street begging people for help. The same challenges, the same struggle you are seeing in Africa is also happening in America. Check the statistic data of people living in California. You see the high rate of homelessness. You see people that don't have hope in that country. And those people have this American passport. And you are in Africa selling everything sellable to transfer there. Before you say those things, think twice.